think, you're just wiping this, with a huge brush and just saying, oh, this doesn't work like this. Well, Trump didn't win in 2020 and then came back with a vengeance because people thought, well, his old economy worked better than Biden's current economy, so we're going to bring the old guy back. So you understand how this works, right? It's not like frustration is not the same thing as enthusiasm because it's only a two-party system. Right. So if you're frustrated at one, guess who wins? The other party. So this is really a time where that's how our system works, whether you like it or not. And Biden also himself lost the Democratic nomination twice, 2008, 1998. So, and then he became president. It happens all the time in our politics where somebody who didn't have the right moment and didn't have the right campaign all of a sudden does, and now they're the president. It happened with Trump, who's the president right now. I also think that
she didn't ever win the nomination.
You're right. That's a difference. So she has a distinct opportunity to differentiate herself and the time that she was asking for. I'm not saying that she's my favorite pick. I'm saying that you sound so confident about the fact that more time wouldn't have helped her. But there really is a strategic thought to more time, right? You need to have donor ramp up. You need to have some field infrastructure. She needs to have differing messaging from Biden, which is really difficult to do if you're serving as vice president under someone who people were highly critical of. And it seemed that he didn't really want to give her the opportunity to run for president. He was more forced to by people like Nancy Pelosi and others.
Well, he wanted to give her the opportunity in 4 years.
He didn't want to give it to her right now. He wanted to run again. So I think there's like layers to this whole thing where she probably lacked some of that confidence because she didn't know how far was too far without completely destroying the party or the administration that she built.
It takes to win.
No, you can't. You're working it
ruthlessly
because then you would call her weak for sitting there as vice president and accepting all the policies that Biden pushed forward for the last 4 years. So she was damned if you do, damned if you don't in that situation. So more time.
Damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Right. So more time would certainly differentiate her